Here's a question for you. How good are you at solving your own problems? If you think about it for a moment, you will realize that living well and successfully is really a matter of being able to solve or overcome the problems, which is much as part of living like breathing. But here's one thing you can be sure of. Few people ever realize that they have within themselves far more problem-solving potentials than they ever use. Now, let's say you have a problem, and chances are you have several problems. But the first thing to remember is that to solve the problem, you must define that problem. You must learn to take one problem at a time. Take your biggest problem and define it. Sit down and on the sheet of paper, write a complete description of the problem as you can remember. Just spelling out that particular problem has a way of diminishing that problem. We are most afraid of that which we can see, and when we see our problems written out, it never looks quite as tough. The next step is to break down the problem into details, and don't confuse facts with opinions. Make sure you know what you are talking about, and the problem is as real as you think it is. Now list possible solutions, no matter how crazy they may appear. Write down as many possible solutions you can think of. Then talk the problem through with someone you truly respect and admire, whose opinion you value. But if this does not bring about solution or solve the problem, then start by collecting data about all the possible problem you think about. Everything you can lay your hand on which pertains to this particular problem. And all the time, know that every problem has a solution and that you are perfectly capable of finding out that solution. Then just before you go to sleep at night, read over that particular problem or the particular material you've collected about that particular problem. Go over that particular thing in your mind, the list that you've made about that solution. Then relax and let your mind go to work at it. Not your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind. Set your alarm clock an hour earlier. Wake up early, get a cup of coffee, if possible, and sit down with a sheet of paper and try to come up with 20 ideas which might solve your problems. By doing this and turning over the problem over and over again in your mind, and by letting it incubate in your mind while you are asleep or going about your daily work, one particular day when you least expect it, it may be a particular time when you are taking a shower, sitting around, or moving around your compound, the solution will slip quietly into your mind. And you'll be amazed that the problem is solved. You will usually find that the solution is so simple and just required common sense. And you will wonder why you didn't think about this all this while. So whenever you have a problem, just sit down and relax. Remember that every problem has a solution. Don't see it as an obstacle or a tragedy, but as an opportunity in disguise for your breakthrough. Make up your mind today to begin to tackle your problems, tackle your challenges, face them head on. Because I like you to realize that the end of that problem, the end of that solution is success. And as you begin to work with this mindset and this strategy, I'll truly see you at the top.